Plugins, how you find the plugins and how you install the plugins in QGIS. So first of all, open your QGIS and open QGIS. After that, click on the new empty project, open the QGIS canvas windows. Here in the QGIS interface, here you can see that on right hand side there are plugins. Click on that and click on the manage and install plugins. Here you can find the plugins. So what is plugins? When you work in any environment, in any conditions, in a Python environment or any other language environment, so you need some time of libraries and work inside that. So in order to work in the QGIS, you also need some type of libraries. So how you install the type of libraries in QGIS? You can install that libraries through plugins. So in order to install any library in QGIS, go to plugins and then click on manage and install plugins. When you open here, you can see that there are 1557 plugins which you can install in the QGIS which you need. You can click on installs. Here you can see that the plugins on which I have tick options, these plugins are installed. I have already installed these plugins in my QGIS. You can click on the not installed. Here you can see that these are different type of plugins which you can install. These are not installed in the QGIS, but you can install these plugins according to your work and according to your interests. There are a number of plugins in this. You can also upgradables if there are already old plugins installed in your QGIS. You can update these plugins by upgrade already installed plugins. So you can also install the plugins through install from zip. When you, if you have any other files, if you have files from downloaded from internet sources or from any other sources, and if they have zip, you have zip files, you can install that plugins here. Your zip files, here click on that and then select the that zip files. You can install that. In the settings you can see that this is the check for updates or startup. Show also experimental plugins. If you want to show the experimental plugins, then click on it, otherwise leave it. Similarly you can find the show also deprecated plugins. If you want to show the deprecated plugins, you can also click on that and clicking. So in this way you can install the plugins in your QGIS. So if you want to install plugins, if you want to know more about the plugins, you can just go to the Google, and after Google's you can click on the QGIS plugin. After that, first go to this QGIS plugins, and here you can see that QGIS plugins web portal. So you can read these tutorials and available to downloads which plugins are available for this QGIS. Also you can see here the different types of plugins like processing queue provider, data plotting, shape tools, split features, and there are different types of number of plugins which you can install in the QGIS according to your zone of interest. There are also number of plugins that the updated plugins, most popular plugins. These are the most popular plugins in this QGIS which everyone who want to work in the QGIS should know these type of plugins. So how you add these plugins, how you install these plugins in the QGIS, let me show you. The first plugins, quick map services. So when you go to your QGIS, click on plugins, manage and install plugins, click on this and click here quick map services. Quick map services. So here you should that I have already installed this quick map services. If you don't have, you can read here that what is the purpose and what is the use of this quick map services. You can read these tutorials. This is easy to add base maps and geo services. You can read that portal. If you want to install it, just click because I have already installed that plugins. You can also uninstall any plugins if you have. You can also upgrade the plugins if you have already installed them. The second important plugins which everybody should know and everybody should install is autosave plugin. Let me show you how you install that autosave plugins and what is the purpose of this plugins. So you can install autosave autosaver plugins, as I have already installed that. uh, Sorry, this is the autosaver plugin, so you can click on that, then click on this install, and this is installing. So what is the purpose of this autosaver plugin? The main purpose of this autosaver plugin is when you are working in any environment, or in the QGIS environments, then this will be saved automatically, your work into the QGIS directory. The third important plugins which you have to install in your QGIS is HCMIGS, as I have already installed. If you do not have installed, then install these plugins on your QGIS system as well. HC this one, HCMGIS. So you can also you have to also install this HCMI plugins. It gives you different types of maps, as I have already installed in my QGIS. So here you can show that these plugins HCMGIS. You can go there and you see that different types of maps like base maps, Google Map, Google Satellite Map, Google Satellite Hybrid, Google Terrain, and different types of E3 maps, Stream, Toner. Different types of maps are installed, which give you best visualization when you are working in the QGIS environment. So just how you add this, I have also made previous videos and have shown you how you add these maps. If you want to add this map as a base maps into your QGIS, just click on that map and see. I'll scroll it a little bit, and here you see that this map is added into your system. So it's plugin HCMGIS. This very important plugins. If you are working on QGIS, you have to install this type of plugins in your QGIS. The other plugins which is very important you have to install in QGIS is lat long plugins. If you want to find the lat long of any country or any region or any zone of interest, so you have to install the lat long plugins into your QGIS. So how you install the lat long plugins? You have to go plugins, manage and install plugin, go to remove this, and here you write the lat long tools, lat long buffer or lat long tools, lat long lat long buffers or lat long tools, as I have already installed the lat long tools into my QGIS server. So you can also install the lat long buffer. Here you see that this processing plugin makes a buffer in meters around lat long points features. So when you have lat long in this into your base maps, then you can add the lat long buffer of that. The other important plugins which you have to install is OpenStreetMap. Open OpenStreetMap or Open Layer Map. Here you have seen that this is open layer plugins or quick map services or OpenStreetMap. You have to install this, as I have already installed this in my QGIS service. So if you want to install the OSM downloader, you can click on that, and here you see that plugin to download the OpenStreetMap data for area using a selection by rectangle. The plugin can be automatically load to this OSM file into the QGIS in a transparent way. So in this way, if you want to add this, you can just click on the install plugin, and when you install the plugins, this that will be installed into your QGIS. So in this way you can install this plugin into your QGIS. Another important plugins which you have to install is profile tool plugin. If you want to draw a profile into your QGIS, that is profile tool plugin. Let me show you why this is not. You can also click on that. profile profile tool plugin. Here you can see that here is profile tool, so it will plots the terrain profiles. Here you can read these tutorials that this tool plots profile has some raster layers and point vector layers with the elevation fields. So this is very important plugins. You have to install it in your QGIS. You can just click on the install plugin and this will installs into your QGIS. So if you want to draw profiles in any QGIS, which I will show you in the upcoming videos, here you see that this profile plugin is installed here into your QGIS. So in this way you can install any type of plugins which you have need and which you want to add into your QGIS. You can install this. Other important plugin is digitizing tool, which you need to digitize your data. You can click on, you can write here digitize, digitize digitize local coordinates or digitizer. So you can click on that and digitize local coordinates. Here you can see that what is the purpose is and why it is new, why it is need for to install. So you can also click on digitize tool coordinates. You can click on that install plugin and this is installed into your QGIS. So this is basically the introductions of plugins, that what are plugins and why you need plugins and how you install plugin into your QGIS. If you need, if you have any question, you can comment on the comment section, and I will give the answers, or I will make a videos for you that how you add the plugin. If you have any question related to the plugin, so you just comment on the comment sections. I will try my best to make the video on that. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.